Just waiting for everything to catch up here. Okay, we're live on Facebook and we're live on YouTube. So let's start the show. All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Crypto Theist. I got a haircut. This is very, very great for me. I feel so much better with a haircut. And I'm looking great, but the markets are not looking great. But it's okay, and we want to talk about that. That's what I want to talk about today. I want to provide you some comfort, some understanding as to where things are and what's going on in the markets. First of all, I just want everybody to, well, first of all, I want to thank all the people who have signed up already, who basically went and are participating in the Litecoin giveaway that I am doing on Friday. Like I said before, all you have to do, I already posted the video earlier on the YouTube channel. So if you're on Facebook, go to YouTube, go and subscribe, click the subscription button, but then also to tweet and then post within that YouTube channel your tweet and in conjunction with your Litecoin address, and then I will send you, well, not send you, I will enter you into the competition, the drawing for $30 worth of Litecoin. So basically it's $10 just for subscribing, $10 competition just for subscribing, and $20 for tweeting about the channel. So I'm trying to grow the channel. I got a lot of views, and actually a lot of people have subscribed, so that's great. I'm happy to have you with me on this journey, and I hope to inform you a lot more about blockchain technology, not just blockchain technology, but the tangle and cryptocurrency technology that's out there. That being said, let's look at the market. So let me move myself down a little bit here so you can see exactly what I'm working with and get rid of this screen over here. All right. So yeah, so this is what we're looking at. You know, another sea of red, another downturn in regard to where Bitcoin is. And we talk a lot about, you know, Bitcoin, and I only talk about or focus on Bitcoin because of the fact that, you know, it's kind of the register that all the other cryptocurrencies fluctuate off of. And that's where you're going to hear a lot of disparaging, you know, fear, uncertainty, and doubt from naysayers, you know, about this market. They're going to reference Bitcoin, the fact that Bitcoin is a failure and it doesn't work and this, that, and the third, or whatever. But that's only the psychology of individuals who don't understand cryptocurrency as a whole. I've been getting into a bunch of arguments this morning with a bunch of individuals, you know, basically saying, you know, haha, I told you so, it's imploding. But then I can just point right back to the Dow and say, look at that shit. But, you know, I digress. The market is down, but it's going to, I strongly feel like it's going to recover. I don't want to give any, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not telling you what to do with your money, you know, I'm just talking about cryptocurrency as a whole. And also, you know, what this market is, what it means, and why it's going to rebound. We have the SEC meeting with the government, you know, as we speak, discussing and putting out statements about how they're going to regulate the market. And their approach is that it's going to be hands off. That the verbatim, pretty much method for dealing with cryptocurrency is, you know, to do no harm. So they're going to regulate it, but they also appreciate the fact that there are facets of it that can be regulated, but there's a bunch of facets of it that are beyond their control. And they also recognize that this is a new market, this is a new industry. So what you're seeing in the decline of Bitcoin's value isn't indicative of its future. I do want to pull up one article that I found for us to talk about. Let me move myself over a little bit more here so you can see. I'm in the corner checking. Yeah, apologies. I'm trying to figure out a bunch of stuff. Yeah, a bunch of techniques and developments going on in regard to this show in general, and a bunch of growth. So as I grow, I want to improve and give you more features and whatnot. But let's talk about the issue at hand. So this is an article from the very beginning of the year, basically talking about the growth of crypto assets in 2017. And so crypto, there was a lot of growth that was made. And Bitcoin wasn't even the largest. In 2017, Bitcoin grew at 1,318%. 1,318%. The drops that we have seen have not been 1,318%. They haven't been. They haven't been at all. We're nowhere near that. So a lot of the fear, uncertainty, and doubt that's being spread by individuals is by individuals who got into crypto late in the game. After crypto had passed, $20, $500, $1,000, $3,000. They got in, after everybody became aware of it, aware of the growth that it was making, and now we're starting to encroach on the gains that they've made. A lot of their gains have been cut back, but we're starting to encroach upon that price point where they first got in. And now it's like, oh, I need to pull out where I can at least get $50. Well, I can at least get, $100, for my investment. And this is where, holding comes into play. It may drop past that initial price point, but then it goes back up again as people scoop up those surplus coins. And that's another issue too, right there is like, you want to believe that those coins are going to land in the hands of individuals who are altruistic and want to actually use it in an actual economy and whatnot. But more often than not, you're going to see bankers, you're going to see whales, you're going to see a bunch of individuals scoop up these cryptocurrencies as they're dropped by those individuals who are running off, clutching their fiat, oh, my dollars, my dollars, my dollars. And I want to focus on that mentality too. We know the price of the dollar is not the price, but the value of the dollar has declined in the past 50 years. The price of the dollar has declined significantly and will continue to decline as long as our governments around this world, not just our fiat currency, but other governments supporting their fiat currencies, continue to play these same manipulation games with the currencies that they've been playing forever and a day. We went off of the gold-backed standard because we printed off so many dollars that we didn't have the equivalent amount of gold to back the dollar anymore. Then we shifted over to oil because we had oil. Oil was plentiful in supply and also plentiful in demand. But as that finite fossil fuel has decreased, and also as the demand for it has decreased due to alternative and more ecologically viable energy sources, you've seen the petrodollar decline. And so essentially the dollar, everybody talks about, oh, the dollar's backed by this, the dollar's backed by that, or whatever. The dollar's only been backed for the longest time. Well, I would say for the past 20 years. The dollar's been primarily backed by the American will to influence their power and military might around the world. You need to use this because this is how you deal with us as America, and we're the strongest. So this is what we're going. This is what we work with. This is what you need to invest in as well. And then just straight oil, which really helps you to place things in perspective in regard to the oil wars that we've been engaging in globally. So you have people, banking institutions, governments who are really, really concerned about cryptocurrency. everyone talks about the value of cryptocurrency and and how it's not real and whatever, but in reality, I mean, yeah, Bitcoin is still worth over 1,000 of your real dollars, and it will continue to go back up as long as it's viable as a means of exchange between individuals. A cryptocurrency will survive. Now, does Bitcoin have its problems? Yes, it does have its problems. Do I anticipate Bitcoin is going to continue to maintain its value indefinitely, forever and a day? No, it's not. Investing in Bitcoin was not about, magic money. Investing in, just like the stock market, is going down significantly. Bitcoin has gone down in value. And it was never intended to last forever. Like the best analogy I can make is comparing Bitcoin to our cryptocurrency to the auto industry. You have hundreds of thousands of cars and makes and models on the road today. All right. But it started off with, Henry Ford creating the Model A Ford. So he created the Model A Ford, didn't have air conditioning, didn't have a sunroof, didn't have anything, really nice and bells and whistles, but it did what it needed to do well, and that was to replace the horse. Okay, so it replaced the horse. It had mass adoption, but then other better models came out. Henry Ford made better models, Model A to Model T, and then now we have a Tesla. No one's trying to drive a Model A Ford around anymore. It doesn't make sense. There's no Bluetooth connectivity. There's no sound system. There's no air conditioning. It does not get very good gas mileage. But we recognize it for what it is. And if you have a Model A Ford, you own one, it probably still has a lot of value as a collector's item. And that's the way Bitcoin is going to be. That's what I envision. But we have Teslas that are on the market right now that are, some of them are in white paper form. Some of them are in, the first iteration of themselves. We are in phase 2 of cryptocurrency. What we're looking at, in regard to this market fluctuation, in my opinion, is a transition from phase 1 of crypto to actually, I would say phase 3, because phase 1 was just introducing crypto to the market, and no one understood what Bitcoin was or whatever. Then you had adoption, which is what we're dealing with now. Everybody's aware of cryptocurrency and what it is. And some people have even dabbled in it. You may have had a wallet, that you purchased or that you utilized to transfer, some of your funds around. You went on to Coinbase. So if you went on to Coinbase and you purchased cryptocurrency, you had a wallet. It's not a wallet that's secure where you have control over the keys or anything, but it is a wallet that you own or that you had access to. And then, you may have dabbled and actually went and made your own wallet and then started transferring funds out of your wallet into out of your online wallet into your personal wallet. And then maybe you went on to exchanges or whatever. So this is the early adoption phase, right? Less than 10% of the world, remember, less than 10% of the world utilizes cryptocurrency. So this is where we are in regard to fluctuation, control, regulation, volume. And this is where we are in regard to entities recognizing cryptocurrency as something that does need to be regulated, as something that is a viable threat to their economies. Okay? So that's what I wanted to talk about today. Why you need to just chill. Just chill. Just relax, relate, release. Like, it's not, yes, fluctations are serious. It's terrifying to watch $1,000 of your cash, go all the way down to, 500. But then you have to recognize too that there are technologies. This is a technology. It's not just funny money that's floating in the ether. All right. There's arguments. Bitcoin isn't backed by anything. Ethereum isn't backed by anything. It's backed by the utility of the actual coin itself. What is it used for? This is why you have to research. If you invested a bunch of money in Bitcoin, yeah, you may be, in for a really, 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 really bad time right now because it may not come up to where you invested in it initially, for some time as it continues to grow in its novelty or whatever, because it's not a very, very useful coin. All right. We can talk about Lightning technology, but Lightning technology is second tier. If you don't understand how to even set up a wallet, you're probably not going to understand Lightning technology that well. And so that makes the coin that less valuable to me. If I can use something like Bitcoin Cash or Litecoin or Ripple or whatever, and then I can get speed. It's simple to use, simple to adopt, a wallet simple to set up. I'm probably going to go with that. And so this is because I understand the technology. And when mass adoption takes place, then yeah, my initial investment will continue to grow. But if something else comes along, then I need to move my resources into that coin. Okay, it's not just about. I mean, during the whole cryptocurrency surge that happened in the latter part of 2017, people were talking about this coin and that coin and that ICO, and just speculate. No, not many people know who Roger Ver is. Not many people know who Satoshi Nakamoto is. They just basically saw an opportunity to make a lot of money really, really fast, and then at the very, very first indication that regulation was coming in, that things were going to be limited, some people ran away. And then when those people ran away, they scared other people. So what we're looking at is an avalanche of people with very, very weak hands who are very, very afraid of losing their investment and not making the millions that they were promised by people who deluded them, sometimes self-delusion, into basically, getting into crypto to begin with. I said at the very beginning of this channel, that's why I set this channel up, because I believe in this technology and what it can do to transform the world, not because I'm trying to make you rich, not because, that might happen along the way or whatever, don't get me wrong, but I'm in this for the long haul because I recognize what's going on around the world globally, and the need for people to get away from our central banking systems that have exploited them for so long. That's what this channel is about. It's not about making you rich. It's not about, BitConnect or lending your coins to somebody or pump and dump schemes. I'm not saying that just because I'm trying to blow, air up your dress, to keep you around. I'm being sincere. We need an alternative to our banking system because our banking system has a monopoly. Banking systems around the world have a monopoly. They work together to manipulate your finances. They rob you without even going into the bank. All they have to do, all the government has to do, is print up $1 trillion, $2 trillion, $3 trillion. And immediately, your dollar is worth less. So I've taken half the value of your dollar, a quarter of the value of your dollar, whatever. I'm eating away at the value. And whenever you go to the store to spend, you can't buy as much because your dollar isn't novel anymore. And that's what cryptocurrency addresses. That's the first main reason why cryptocurrency was invented. That's the first main reason why cryptocurrency is a threat to the industry. Okay? The financial industry. But it's a benefit to the world in that now you have financial agency. Now you have mobility. I don't have to go through a bank to send money to my friend in Jamaica. All right? I don't have to go to Western Union. I just need their address. Boom, bam, they got it. And that's what we should be aiming toward. Financial agency, financial independency, no fees just for keeping a wallet. I don't have to pay extra fees for that. I have to pay fees, a small fee, to send my cryptocurrency from my wallet to somebody else, someplace else in the world. But I don't have to pay fees just to hold my stuff in a wallet. And that's what's going on with Bank of America. They're charging individuals just to hold your money in the wallet. If you don't have a certain amount of money in the bank, they're going to charge you just to hold your money. That doesn't happen with crypto. So as you're feeling anxiety about this market, as you're feeling anxiety about your initial investment, know that it's coming back. Know that, there are technologies that are on the way. Let's go to ICO Bench right quick, just so you can see, because I'm not crazy. I'm not insane. I'm quite stable when it comes to how I analyze things. All right. This is just one page of the top ICOs that are being developed. These are not scams. These are not hustles. Each one of these pages, especially the higher rated ones, I'd recommend you go ICObench.com. That's one of your resources. An ICO is basically an initial coin offering fundraising for a potential project that's going to actually implement some aspect of blockchain technology or one of its associated derivatives. Okay. And so, yeah, you can click on any of these sites. AdHive, for instance. Let's click on AdHive. All right. You can click on any of these sites and see exactly what projects these individuals are investing in, how they're intended to transform pre-existing industries. These blockchain companies, the Tangle, all of these different interconnected, immutable ledgers are attempting to address real needs. The medical industry, the transportation industry, the shipping industry, these are real industries that need to have a middleman cut out, that need to have certain aspects of their businesses streamlined. Okay? So yeah, I mean, take yourself there. Go to ICObench.com and check it out. Another thing you can do to check into, one second, let me see if I can find it here. I'm trying to find my thing. There is a way to track, here we go, bitinfocharts.com, okay, bitinfocharts.com, all right? If you go to BitInfoCharts, you can analyze the actual blockchain. That means I can analyze exactly how many Bitcoin are out there. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, anything that has a blockchain that can be monitored publicly, can be monitored here. So I can see exactly where all the cryptocurrency is right now, okay? And yeah, I can also see, more importantly, I did this the other day, I can see importantly the individuals who have the most of it and what they're doing with it. And a good majority of individuals who are holding Bitcoin, yeah, they may have sold off some, and that may be market manipulation going on. You have to think critically about what's happening. Yes, this is a transformative technology, but there are individuals who are going to take advantage of this technology and utilize it to enrich themselves. That's just human nature. That's what's going to happen. So if I have a 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 Bitcoin, and I know just dumping 100 on the market is going to cause a panic sell-off that will enable me to purchase more Bitcoin, what do you think I'm going to do? What do you think I'm going to do? Okay? So you just got to be smart about what you're doing. You got to be smart about what you're investing in. You got to be smart about why you're investing in this market. Either you believe in it or you don't. If you're just here to make some cash, then yeah, now would be a good time to pull your cash out, because you're going to lose some gains right now in the short term if you're just here for a short-term hold. But additionally, too, based off of tax laws and everything, you shouldn't be short-term holding and selling and whatnot. You should be in this market for a full year, because if you're trying to realize any of your gains, whenever you pull them out, you're going to get taxed out of the ass in America right now. That's what's going to happen. They're going to tax all those gains that you made, and yeah, you're going to be like, why did I do this? But if you hold your stuff in the market for a year, you can withdraw it next year with minimal penalty to your gains, and yeah, you've made a significant profit. So this was not something that you got into or you were supposed to get into with weak hands. This is not something that you're supposed to get into so you can mess around and day trade and just play with how things are jumping all over the place. This is not the stock market. It's really not the stock market, because the stock market is based off of dollars and how the dollar operates, in our system right now. That's what it was. But this is these are transformative technologies. Okay? All right. So I've taken up a bunch of your time. Again, I would like you to just, go to my YouTube page, subscribe. I'm sorry if if there's anybody commenting or whatever. I really wasn't focusing on commenting or replying to comments. I will go through the comments and reply to them at the conclusion of this video. Hi to everybody who tuned in. Yeah, go to the Facebook page. Join the Facebook page if you're on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, go to the YouTube page, like and subscribe. Okay, and then everybody just go tweet. We're trying to build this movement. We're trying to do bigger and better things. I want to start an investment group. We got 200 members. If everybody in there donated Ethereum toward an ICO, we could make significant gains just on investing in these new technologies as they come back, because the market's coming back. Bitcoin made over 1,000% gains last year, just last year alone. Now it's down, what, 40%? So 40 from 1,000, minimal. That's a correction. That's not a crash. It's just down. You may have lost some money because you got in at the tail end, and I'm sorry for you. I apologize on the behalf of the entire cryptocurrency marketplace. I'm sorry that you're making those losses right now. But holding is how you come back. And we're going to come back. All right? So whenever we come back, I'd like to be able to say, hey, we're going to invest in this ICO. We vote together. We decide together this is what we're going to put our money toward. We send our money off, and we put it into that ICO. And our bulk investment allows us to get significant gains in return, because we know one thing about ICOs: if you invest in volume, you pay 500, you may get 20% off an ICO. But if you pay 5,000 Ethereum, you may get half off. Those gains go back to everybody. Everybody gets the coins. All right, they go straight to market. They increase in value. Bam, we got money. Okay, you want to convert that back to fiat? You can. You want to hold on to it? You can. Okay? That's my goal. That's my aim for us as an investment group. We share our knowledge. We grow our investment, and we respect the tech. We research. That's what we do here at Crypto Theists. We research what we are investing in, and we move forward intelligently in this marketplace because there are gains to be made. All right? So yeah, go sign up for the competition, the Litecoin competition. I'll continue to be in contact with everybody. And yeah, come Friday, I'll make some people $30 worth of Litecoin richer. And then once we get to 400 viewers, I'll do it again. I may stagger it again. I may go 40, 30, 20, 10, whatever. I'll figure it out. But I do want to continue to enrich you and educate you. Pay attention to this channel. I'm going to continue working on the Udemy course and other developments as well. But that's it. Respect the tech. Thanks.